Welcome back to the Fenway Bra Sew Along. We are just a few short steps away from having our bra finished. The first thing I want to do is assemble our straps. So if you take your strap elastic, it should be fairly easy to tell which is the right side. You see mine has a little matte edges and then shiny, and then the wrong side will be sort of just a plush material. You want to take your slider. You're going to take your slider. You want the right side facing up, and you want to go through one side of the slider and then back down through the other. Then we're just going to take this over to our machine and do a straight stitch this in place, 1, 2, 3, 4, back and forth, just to secure it. Now I am using a 3/8 inch strap elastic or 10 millimeter, and that is fine if you have a smaller bust size, but if you're larger, I would recommend going with a wider strap, like a 1/2 inch or 5/8 of an inch, just because it'll help support the weight a little bit better and be a little bit more comfortable. So let me just attach this. Okay, and now that we have that attached, we want to go to the other end, which doesn't have the slider on it, and we want to put a ring on there. And then lastly, you want to take your elastic, make sure that it's not getting tangled around or anything, and we're going to go up through one side and then back down the other. And now we have our adjustable strap. We're going to do this for the other strap as well. Now if we take the bra itself, you'll remember that we left ourselves some extra length of the fold over elastic on the back of the bra. So I'm just going to take an additional slider like that, and then I will sew that into place. And then when we go to attach our bra, the bra can just go through the top of the slider and sew that into place as well. Okay, so we see that that is in place, and we're going to take the free end of the strap that we've made, so not the adjustable end. And the reason that I like to do this one on the back is I like to have the adjustable side of the strap on the front of the bra. It just makes it a lot easier for me to adjust the strap while I'm wearing the bra. So we're just going to set that through the other part of the slider and then sew this one back and forth to secure into place. Okay. So now that we have the back of the straps attached, we just want to follow along the elastic and make sure it's not twisted, and we will attach the front as well. Now you'll see I'm using a ring up here. You could have used a ring on the back if you wanted to. I used a ring the last time I made this, and since I have matching sets of all of my rings and sliders, I decided to use a slider. That way I still have even numbers. You could, if you wanted to, get only sliders and then just do sliders on all 3 locations. It's always up to you. So we're just going to sew this ring into place, and that will finish off the straps. Okay, so we have all of our straps attached. Let's see. The last step is to put on the hook and eye. So I like to look at the bra from the back, and then if you do that, the left side is where your eyes are gonna go, and the right side is where your hooks are gonna go. So I'm looking at the back of the bra, and then I'm curling it up around like it's going to be worn on my body. You want to have the eyes facing out, and then the hooks are going to face in. Catch it like that. So my hook and eye just has a teeny tiny little pocket in there. So we will shove this back band in, and it should fit because we have altered that to fit, but sometimes it can still be a little bit tight. So you just gotta ease it in. I'm going to switch my machine over just to a regular foot because this gets very narrow and the walking foot is too wide, and I'm going to zigzag this in with just one pass, a normal zigzag stitch. Okay, you can see that our hooks are now, our eyes are now attached, and we can start going over to the hooks. So we go over to the other side of the bra, we curve it around like it's on my body. I can hold this just to make sure. I'm going to take my hooks. Again, I have a little pocket in there. Place that in, and we're going to give this a once over with the zigzag. I do like to sew this one from the inside just so I make sure that I'm not going to hit one of those hooks with my needle and break it. Okay, and this is what the hook section will look like. Now when you're first wearing your bras, you want to have them on the loosest section, and that is because as elastic wears out over time, it's gonna start getting bigger and bigger, so you want to be able to make the bra smaller as you wear it over time. So when you're fitting it, you want to make sure that it fits snugly as on the tightest or loosest hook and eye. And that way you can continue to wear your bra for a while. Now, if you find that it's too big, it's a really, really easy alteration to just snip off a bit on either side of the band and move these in. So say you try this on and it's too big, you just want to take these stitches out, maybe cut off a ½ inch or whatever it is you need, and then just attach it back on. However, you might need to redo this curve again. But that is everything, and we have a finished Fenway bra. Well, that concludes our Fenway bra tutorial. Hopefully you have something that looks a little bit like this. You'll see that I am wearing the shirt that the fabric came from to make this bra. I think bras are a great way of using up those little scraps and pieces of fabric we have left over from garment sewing. If you're anything like me, I'm afraid to throw any of it away in case I'll need it in the future. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, and be sure to link or share those pictures below in the comments section. I'd love to see what you guys have been up to. Come back next month, we'll do another bra tutorial, but until then, take care.